Fans of the Horus Heresy, Warhammer 40,000 and Resin science fiction miniatures, thank you very much for joining me for another sample review. Gosh, what is happening at channel Leakycheese? A few weeks back I did a review of some samples that were sent to me by Spellcrow miniatures and, well, look what's happened. They've very kindly provided another set of samples for me to review. The original sample review video for Spellcrow turned out to be really popular, and it's one of the most popular videos I've done in recent times. And that was great because firstly, you all enjoyed watching it, and secondly, I got a chance to read all your thoughts about the different parts, etc., and see what other sorts of parts you're interested in from the Spellcrow range. And I think the most common theme there was around their convertible parts, what they call their Space Knights range, and a variety of legions such as the Changed Legions, Chaos Space Knights, Plague Legions and Pleasure Legions. So these are all parts I see as having some excellent compatibility with doing Warhammer 40,000 forces, and I've picked a selection out which are the best ones for doing Horus Heresy era conversions and gaming, and that's what we've got in this box. So same rules apply as before. These samples have been provided to me free of charge by Spellcrow, so please bear that in mind when I do this review. As always, I will give you a fair and impartial review, of this product. If it's good, I'll say it's good. If it's not, I'll say that. Do bear that in mind when assessing my opinions of these miniatures. I've got quite a lot of samples from Spellcrow now, and things have been going very well at channel Leakycheese, and we've just gone past 3,000 subscribers, which is an amazing achievement. I'm so pleased. What I'm going to be doing actually with a lot of the samples I've got from Spellcrow is I'm going to be using them as part of the 3,000 subscriber giveaway video, which is coming in the nearest future. I've just got some stuff to sort out first. We have some nice stamps from Poland. It looks like they've got the spring range at the moment. We've got some flowers, some more flowers and a dragonfly, which is good. And it looks like the guys at Spellcrow have decided to have a bit of a test of me again, because one of the things I really enjoyed was watching me trying to get into the box when I did the first review. Using my experience and this handy kitchen knife, I'm going to see if I can make a better job of it this time round. So here goes. I'm going to try trigger as many people in the audience by doing lots of cuts towards me as well, just for giggles and lols. You can see how professional this is all looking this time round. There's no kind of like, where does a box open? No. We know straight where we're going this time. Look at that. See? How cool was that? And then, which is, then I think we need to do this side here. And maybe this side here, just for giggles. The side. And then I'm going to do the top here, which you can't see at the moment because it's out of camera shot. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Voila. Hey, there you go. So, thank you, Philippe. Nice packing as before. Hope you'll rate that. That was a better effort at opening the box. So, we've got a box of stuff, and straight away there are some bits I wasn't expecting. Right, so let's start getting these out. I'll lay them out, and hopefully, without making it too crazy, we'll see what we have. Right, these are orcs. These aren't Space Marines. So they've put, it looks like they've put a few bonus orc parts in. Right, what I'm going to do is, I know Green Stuff Gaming's watching, so they're going to love the orcs, but I'm going to leave the orcs till last because I've told you all this is about Space Marines and Space Knights. So we'll come to those guys at the end. Gosh, that's absolutely tons. Cool, right, I think we're on to Space Knights now. Okay, so in no particular order, let's see what we've got. So firstly, these are the Frost Knight legs. Let's have a look. You could imagine these, looking at these are somewhat Nordically styled legs for power armoured infantry. Got some runes on. If you've ever read any Tolkien, then you'll be familiar with this sort of setup. Right, let's have a look at the quality then. These look good. Got a faint mould seam to take off down here, and likewise on the inside leg. Something a little bit more noticeable there. What's it like on the other side? If you can get the light right. A little bit of something there, but yeah, that all looks good. It all looks very good. Nothing more than you would really have in a plastic set of miniatures there. I mean, you could imagine these as being very Mark IV perhaps, or even Mark VI styled armour. So yeah, very good. Let's have a look at the second set of legs. Similar style again, lots of runes, got a bit of fur here. Oh, brilliant. I'm going to enjoy this review. There's going to be loads of fur, which is great for PETA. So if there's any PETA fans in the audience, please do leave your comments to get a bit of a flame war going. No, I'm only joking. I don't like flame wars in the comments. Got a little bit of seamage to got a bit of cleanup to do between the legs. That's a bit more pronounced there, but I'm struggling to get the camera on it. That's not bad though. No, not bad at all. That'll clean up fine. Yeah, do like all the runes and jewels. Don't forget the jewels. I don't know if that's the right word for it. That might get me in trouble with Space Wolf players by calling them jewels. So that's some wolf legs. Right, what do we have here? Oh gosh, these look great. So here we've got some shoulder pad accessories for the Frost Knights. Get ready for more fur. Yeah, so these are shoulder pauldrons for power armoured or equivalent Space Knight type infantry. And we've got stuff that can go on both the left and the right shoulder here. And we've got a mixture of wolf pelts. There you go. Oh yeah, oh gosh, quite bitey those things. Even got the little whiskers details, and then a few teeth, and a pelt. Very good. These are more like teeth necklace style, lots of runes and totems perhaps. Yeah, very cool. You could use those for all sorts of things. I mean, if you're playing from book 6 of a Horus Heresy Retribution and you were doing a Reaver force from the black shields, parts like this are fantastic for customizing and making your troops look distinct and unique. And shall I say non-Astartes perhaps. Right, here we've got, now you remember when I did my original Spellcrow miniatures review, which incidentally I will leave a link to in the description, so if you've not already seen that, do check it out. One of the things that quite excited me were the backpacks. These backpacks, and they're kind of like in the style of the Horus Heresy artwork, and I can't remember the name of the artist, and one of you guys told me, so that's terrible forgetfulness. I'll flash it up on screen. I'll do a little whoosh to show you what it was. So these are those backpacks, but adding some wolfy totemic style details. FNP, feel no pain, I don't know. Yeah, look really good. All the casting on these is very nice. There's no mold slips or anything I can see on these, just slight seams to remove in places, and no air bubbles either. Oh, no, those are details, aren't they there? Are they air bubbles? Let's have a quick look. I think they are. So there are a couple of air bubbles. You see that on the top of the backpack. So those would need filling if you want a really smart finish. And then there's a second set of Frost Knight backpacks. Okay, short memory there. Is that the same? Yes, that looks like a duplicate. So that's a set of 10 there. So that's enough for a whole Horus Heresy era tactical squad. Or, you know, in 40k it could be Grey Hunter squad, for example. Right, what we got next? Yeah, I'm going to try do these in the order of the ranges to keep it consistent for you all. There are bits from probably about 6 different ranges in here, I think, just on the Knights front and the Changed Legions. So sticking with Frost Knights, we have some Frost Knight torsos, and again we've got the theme of lots of Tolkien-esque runes, these gems or rune stones perhaps, and totemic necklace. Really cool. These would go with any Space Marine miniatures or equivalent. You know, if you've got any models from Anvil, Games Workshop, any multi-part heroic scale model, these should go well with in terms of the parts. And there's so many manufacturers of that sort of thing on the market these days. Yeah, very nice. I mean, I guess as I'm showing here, if you wanted to, you could do pretty much the whole set from these guys. I think they do some arms. I didn't order the arms, but I think if you want, you can do the arms and the guns as well. But the sort of thing, if let's say you've bought, I don't know, all of these accessories, you can get a third party. If you bought, say, a Calth box, a Betrayal at Calth box, or the Burning of Prospero box, the addition of a few parts like this is what can really add some individuality and spice up your forces. And there's 2 sets just to finish this one off, and those are identical sets. So that's like enough for a 10-man squad. Okay, what's next? Ooh, hello. Wolfie heads. Let's get these out. These really remind me of my earliest days of Warhammer 40,000, these wolf heads. One of the earliest dedicated Space Wolf models I remember I had. It's my first ever chapter I played with Space Wolves, and this is back in the day of the plastic RTB-01 Space Marines. But there was a Space Wolf captain with a bolt pistol and a chainsaw, and he had a Wolfie helmet like this, and it takes me right back to that. Yeah, very cool. Might be a little bit of a semi-slip to take away there on that one. These are very well turned out. I'm looking for faults, but I'm struggling to find them. Just a slight offset to clean up there, but that's hardly a big deal. Yeah, very good. Here we have some weapons for said Frost Knights. And we have a variety of gnarly swords. Very gnarly swords. Now I'm kind of thinking of Beowulf, that epic Norse poem. I wonder if anyone does a Grendel model. There's a thought. Yeah, and then so we've got the swords and then the axes. Again, lots of runey devices. These have got these crazy, I don't know if like gnarled blades. And a similar thing on these axes as well. And the hands are of armoured infantry. There you go, let's get a good look at that one. There you go. Very nice. They look great. And perfectly cast as well. Lovely. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, these are hooded knights. So I like these because I thought you could use these for all sorts of things, as well as, you know, your compatible armoured infantry models. These would be excellent for Imperial acolytes as well. This guy here could be used for a Mechanicum or Adeptus Mechanicus Adept, or even Archmagos or Magos. So as well as the obvious Legio 1 tie-in, I thought these are quite versatile for other models. Casting quality. Got a bit of a couple of mould seam lines to clean up on these. This guy's got a dimple chin that would make Kirk Douglas envious for a whole eternity of people saying I'm Spartacus. So yeah, that's an air bubble that would need filling there. And then the same again, yeah. On this one, yeah, you can see that was an air bubble, can't you? But yeah, bit of filler or super glue, put that right. Some little seams again to clean up, but those look really good. Yeah, nice. But as I say, you could use those for all sorts of purposes, as well as Mechanicum, Adeptus Mechanicus, Tech Priests, Inquisitors, Adventurers, Rogue Traders, all sorts of applications of those heads, I thought. Right, ooh, this looks disgusting. Now we're moving on to the Plague Knights. This is quite topical at the moment with 8th edition, and the refocus of G-dubs on the Death Guard range. We have Plague Knight shoulder pads. Now these are absolutely disgusting, which if you're in the market for anything Nurgle or zombie power armored troops, these are perfect. These are 2 duplicates, so it's a set of 10. Let's have a look at them. So all sorts of festering pustulosity and other revolting, disgusting, indescribable filthiness going on with these. I was trying to think of as many different adjectives as possible there. I hope I've not exhausted my supply, because I've got quite a few more of these to go, I think. Ooh, look, the tripartite festering boil symbolism. We all know what that could mean. Very nice. So some Plague Knights stuff. Okay, so that's Frost Knights. I'm going to try to keep these in piles as to try help you guys and girls remember what I'm looking at. So Frost Knights. Now moving on to the torsos for the Plague Knights. Let's slide these out of the bag with a trail of slime. Okay, so those loose ones are intentionally loose. So this is a set of 10. Right, so let's have a look at them. Ooh, good lord. Ooh. Ooh. That's Nurgle nasty, but nasty in a nice Nurgle way, if you get what I mean. Absolutely repulsive looking. But yeah, very effective though. So some evidence of origins here. A little chaotic badge. Got some nice giblets going on as well. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of mould seamage on a couple of these to take away. Bit more there. But it's not a lot. And those will clean up fine with not much work at all. Let's have a look at the two single torsos. So they're both the same. And this is like super guts. Look at all that filthy mess ready to splurge out. I'll tell you one thing, it's a good thing I've had lunch before I did this. Yeah, very nice. Not much cleanup to do. This is the same part and the same again, yeah. And again, a cluster of 3 plague skulls. Quick check over this part, so this is the same as the first sprue. Let's have a look for mould cast quality. Bit more seem to do there, but easy peasy. And with miniatures like this, you've got a bit more latitude with cleanup because you're not looking to get smooth, perfect lines at the end of it, I suppose. Yeah, so you can actually sometimes turn defects into features. Not that there are any defects on there. Okay, set number 2 of the Plague Knight torsos. Let's take a look at these festering, yucky disgustingnesses. So these are in all sorts of orientations, right? So I'll start this way. So this is Mr. Blubberguts here. Yeah, I don't know what all those tubes are doing, but I don't really want to know. On that, almost like he's got some sort of mouth that looks like a demented Venus flytrap. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I had my lunch. And God knows, that's definitely a mouth. You don't need a mouth in your stomach. That's just wrong. And then more just general pustulatoriness. Absolutely disgusting, but brilliantly so. And this is the same sprue again. Let's just look over it for quality. Maybe a little bit of flash there. No, very good. Top marks again. Right, we've got a second set of Plague Knight shoulder pads. Oh, ooh. All sorts of weird demonic unpleasantness going on there. Got some spikes. There's a little snot demon clinging onto this particular shoulder pad here. Some sort of familiar perhaps to the wearer. Very effective. Very good. Same sprue again. Both of those perfectly cast. No issues at all. Right, and then we've got these guys, which I believe are some Plague Knight heads. Oops, one's come off in the post on the sprue. Once upon a time, these were some loyal, noble, power-armoured future warriors, but everything's gone a little bit rotten for them, literally and figuratively. I'm impressed and nauseated at the same time. Those are really good. I love this puckered up respirator mouth. I like this helmet as well. Makes me think Mark IV armour. And the second sprue is the same head. It's just come off there, hasn't it? Just come off the post. Quick check. Let's just do a check for the casting quality, but they look spot on, so very good. I think that's the end of the Plague Knights. Let's see what is next. Aha, these look a little bit change-like. So, quite a lot of Egyptian influence going on here. These are the pauldrons of the Changed Legions. So a lot of Egyptian influence indeed. And if Tactica Imperialis are watching, check these guys out, mate. And same thing, same set of shoulder pads again. Fantastic. So they look really good. So if you're looking to do something Egyptian inspired, Thousand Suns maybe, those are perfect. Now, if Dragon Master was here, she would say these guys have got super bunny ears. But of course they don't. They are visages of Egyptian gods. Yeah. Very Thousand Sunsy, Egyptian influenced. These got a few air bubbles. You can see here. And I'm not sure about maybe on there as well. I don't know if I think there's details, but there's just a couple of air bubbles on the details there, so they would need filling. That one there probably needs some work with a putty, because that's actually, we've just lost the corner of that nose. Yeah, that's intriguing. There's texture on the rim. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Alabaster texture. Apart from that, very nicely aligned parts. Just a couple of little air bubbles to sort out on those guys. And then these, a similar thing. We've got another air bubble there. I wonder if it's got caught in this grill. Those are cast that way up. That's easy to fill. They do look good though. Stick those on some Mark IV Marines and you'll be cruising. So the Changed Legion heads. Changed Legions, I think we do. We have version 2 shoulder pads. And these are dual purpose as well, I believe. Lots of Egyptian iconography going on. Obviously there's a scarab beetle here. The Eye of Horus. Is that the symbol of Skermet? I can't remember what this one is. Could any resident Egyptologists fill us in on what these different symbols are? I don't know if that's a symbol of Amun. But yeah, so these are also really, they also look really neat. Well cast as well. This shoulder pad here, if you were doing followers of the Lupercal, would be perfect. A good dual use piece there as well. Let's have a quick look on this. Same parts again, just checking for quality. Yeah, bob on. That's our Changed Legions. So the next set of parts are, oh, looks like we're going a little bit repto-amphibian. Okay, so we've got 2 sprues of 5 backpacks. So here we've got a variety of these sort of repto-amphibians, I'm going to call them. Some scaly hide, some more scaly hide. Again, these are the Space Knight style backpacks I am quite fond of the design on. Nicely cast. I've got some good details if you're looking for repto-amphibian accessories. Perhaps salamanders, as an example amphibian. And we've got the same parts again. So just have a quick look for the mould alignments. They'll all look good. I mean, there's bits of seam to take off around here, but there's certainly nothing that's I'd label a mould slip. Okay, I've said that then, I found a little one here. So you'll need to do a bit of work to take that, to clean up that pipe there. That'll take a little bit of time to do. Well, a few minutes. But they do look good. And that's got this repto-amphibian skull on it. Repto-amphibian. I'm going to actually keep that one. I like that term. Just let me check what they call their repto-amphibian knights. Ah, yes. Spellcrow refer to them as their Salamandra or Dragon Knights. But for the purposes of this review, I'm going to call them Repto-Amphibians because I like the term so much. So, have we got anything else on the Repto-Amphibian front? Oop, No, but you know, let's just flick back to the furry section with the frost wolves or frost knights. So they do these, which are kind of pelts for draping around your dudes. Are they shoulder capes? I think they're shoulder capes. These are great because as resin parts, you can take them on any model, warm them up and just drape them over your completed miniature and they'll look absolutely brilliant. Very versatile parts as well. I think they're supposed to go on the shoulders, but maybe you could drape them around groins and stuff as well. You know, like as kind of a, I don't know, giant future frost warrior sporrans. Don't know what the correct terminology would be. Right, let's see if there's any more repto-amphibian parts. Oh, hello. No, going furry again. These are designed to hang from the waist. So these are kind of like your tabards, I guess they're called. And these are fur pelts. So any warriors where you want a bit of fur, these are perfect. Yeah, so great for triggering members of PETA. I seem to have ended up with an awful lot of Frost Knight stuff. Right, I was trying for repto-amphibians, wasn't I? Okay, I've just taken a brief pause and I'm back 5 minutes later. I've just done a little bit of sorting because kind of like pulling out all sorts of bits and I was wanting to stick on the repto-amphibian theme. And talking of that, the next repto-amphibian war gear are these incinerators, or they could be termed to be flame units. If you're a fan of the book Starship Troopers, you could call them flamers. So let's get them out to look at. So these are also from the Salamandra or Dragon Knight range. If you're going to have Dragon Knights, then you need lots of incinerator weapons, don't you? Let's have a look at these. These all look very nice. You've got all these great, you know, personalization and details, all these kind of like bits of hide that are on them. Yeah, very nicely modelled. Excellent. Right, we've got a couple more bags of repto-amphibians. So these are the cloaks, or the kind of shoulder cloaks. Lots of hide. So clearly PETA wouldn't be worried about these at all because there's no fur involved. Look at that, that's kind of like the spine of the beast with those running down it. Same thing here. These remind me of some reconstructions of dinosaurs. That could be an Ankylosaurus, couldn't it? There you go. But there you go. A view sans plastic. And then here, I believe we have some helmets for the repto-amphibian knights, or the Salamandra Dragon Knights. Looking suitably stern and fierce. Get the impression that they're looking to flame some stuff and incinerate wherever possible. Cool. And I think the second sprue is the same, with one head that's just got a little bounce strip, which is this chap here. Might be a little, I don't know, I think there might, I can't tell if that's a little air bubble or not. Don't think you'd ever notice if it was. I'm not sure if that was actually part of the detail. There you go, repto-amphibians. Now we've got a bit more Frost Knight. I came across what I believe is another set of torsos for the Frost Knights. I must have gone absolutely mad when I was writing my list of Frost Knight stuff. Obviously the Frost Knight stuff, because of the fur, I think it's quite multi-purpose. There are several forces you might imagine using it for. More variations on the theme. Some odd little small bits of seamage to remove, but very nicely cast. And then finally we have some Frost Knight heads. They look a little bit more than the Frost Knight heads. We should perhaps call these werewolf warriors. Yeah. Not entirely human, I would say. But definitely got some awesome 80s rock star hair, without a shadow of a doubt there. And that's the same sprue again. Yep, spot on casting, no issues at all. Right, what's next in the box of tricks? So the next part, we've got a couple of heads for, I think, the Plague Knights. So time to hold on to your lunches again. Got a random skull there. That's nice. Ooh, lots of putridity going on here. There's another good word. So repto-amphibians and putridity, word of the day. So you got the same set of heads twice over with this skull as well in the middle. And casting all looks spot on. There's a few seams to take away, but that all looks really good. Right, let me see if I can find the Pleasure Knights. Aha! So I've got a few bits for the Pleasure Knights. Right, let's start with the heads. So Pleasure Knights, you could imagine who they might be. When we were talking of 80s rock stars, I think here we've got present day WWF stars, or whatever we call it these days. Wrestling world, I don't know, but yeah, let's get these out and have a look. So yeah, if you were to have a group of perfectionistic, pleasure worshipping warrior knights, these would be perfect. We've got an offset Kirk Douglas super dimple chin there. That's an air bubble, which will need a little bit of filling. A bit more seamy down the sides, but I guess these are the mounting points, so no real big... A little bit of cleanup to do, but overall very good, certainly where it counts on the model. And then we've got the same again for a set of 10. Awesome. Moving on with the Pleasure Knights, we've got Sonic Disruptor Guns, or Heavy Sonic Guns, I think these are called. Any troops that carried these will be truly noisy and make an absolute cacophony. Excellent. I think those could certainly have applications for both 30k and 40k gaming. Very chaotic looking. And then finally for the Pleasure Knights, and just to disturb you a little, oh look, we've got some human skin tabards with the poor faces of the unfortunate owners, or should I say former owners. Yeah. I'm not sure which is more disturbing, these or the Plague Knights. Answers in the comment section, please. The thing that makes those so disturbing is the fact they've all got these sad expressions on their faces, or what's left of them anyway. Right, to finish, we've got a selection of non-generic parts. We'll do those. What I've decided to do is we'll draw this video to a close with the Space Knight stuff. So next we have non-generic stuff. So firstly we have what we could call Imperial crests. So nice toothbrush crests to adorn perhaps the, I don't know, future centurions of a Space Warrior Legion. Perhaps some Ultramarines. Ooh, did I say Ultramarines then? Sorry. Oh, in 30k, Ultramarines are cool. We have some cloak tabards. These are just, you might imagine them to be fabric tabards. A little bit of a seam to take away there. And same there, but you know, a seam's fine and that will clean up fine. That's just a bit of excess resin there. Yeah, very good. Shall I put those with the hooded space warriors? The hooded space monks. Yeah, let's do that. What's next? We have chainmail tabards. For some reason, I'm feeling that these belong with the Plague Knights. Yeah, they must be, because they look, this is chainmail, or I don't know, composite super alloy mail that's seen better days. So I think that these definitely belong with the Plague Knights. Good stuff, all spot on casting. What's next? Ooh, nearly got through this amazingly big pack of stuff. We have leather tabards, which are in poor condition. So we once again have some material for the Plague Knights. They look suitably worn and gnarled and flea-ridden, perhaps. They're not furry, I guess it wouldn't be flea-ridden. Tattered, that's the word. Tattered. Very good, and beautifully cast again. Now, what do we have here? We have a set of, ooh, heads. I think these probably might go with our crests as being non-generic heads. Yep, some dudes looking pretty warry. Whichever warrior organisation these guys are from, clearly chrome domes are required, no hair allowed. This dude here has got a jaw that he could knock a mountain down with that jaw. Gosh, look at it. And then we've got the same sprue again. His mountain jaw, as is now called. All very nicely cast. And you get one of these little bonus skulls on the enemy. I think that's just an extra part, isn't it? Yeah. Little air bubble there, but that doesn't matter, particularly if it's a bonus part. Good. And the last bag of the Space Knights model. Ooh, what are these guys? I think these are general purpose heads again of some sort. I don't think these belong with the changed knights. I think these are just general heads. So if you're looking for some general purpose heads for your heroic scale armoured space warriors, these are an option. And they're very nicely cast as well. Great stuff. Yeah, cool. And a bonus skull as well. So there you have it. That's a lot of stuff that we've covered in this review. So we've done, let's see, we've done the hooded space monks. We've done the frost knights. We've done the plague knights. We've done the changed knights. We've got the repto amphibian knights, also known as the salamandra dragon knights. And then we've got the pleasure knights as well, plus some non-generic knight parts. Now, Orky extras. This has turned into a long review, so what I'm going to do, draw a close to this review, and then we'll go on and I'll shoot a separate review purely looking at the Orky bits. I hope you've enjoyed watching that. If you're interested in these bits, I think a lot of these are going to go into my next channel giveaway, so keep an eye out for that. I'll have to work out a way of batching them up into prizes. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. I know it was a long review, so thank you very much for your patience and staying with it. I hope it's given you some good ideas there. Let me know what you think about these parts, and have you got any experience of using them? Do you have any other suggestions about other good ideas like this? So that's all I'd like to say for now, other than thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you next time, and goodbye.